The Young and the Restless Spoilers Wednesday Full. The 22nd of July 2026 news. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today is a beautiful sunny Wednesday, but honestly, my brain is completely fried from staring at these screeners all morning. We have so much to talk about, and I just need to vent with you guys. Let's dive right into the absolute madness that is Genoa City right now. So we have to start with the hospital. We just have to. Because Wednesday's episode is bringing back Doug Tompos as Dr. Nowling. And you guys know exactly what that means. It means it is finally time for Nikki's eye bandages to come off. And I am just sitting here, biting my nails at my desk, because the anxiety radiating off the screen is literally palpable. You can feel it in your chest. Nikki is terrified. She is absolutely, completely terrified. And honestly, can you blame her? For weeks now, she has been living in this dark, scary void, not knowing if she will ever see her family again, not knowing if her life as she knows it is completely over. And Dr. Nowling is standing there in that sterile, bright hospital room, and he's finally going to take those patches off. He is pushing her to open her eyes, but she just doesn't want to. She is hesitating so hard. Because as long as her eyes are closed, there is still hope, right? There is still that tiny little sliver of a chance that when she opens them, she will see Victor's face smiling back at her. But if she opens them, and it's just blackness, then it's real. The nightmare becomes her actual reality. And I just feel so incredibly bad for her, I really do. But then there is Victor. Oh my God, Victor Newman. He is standing right there next to her, holding her hand, playing the role of the devoted, doting husband. And he makes this huge, sweeping promise to her. He tells her that he is going to stand by her side no matter what happens. He makes it crystal clear that his loyalty is unwavering and that he will be there to catch her if she falls. And on the surface, if you don't know the full story, it sounds so romantic and beautiful. It sounds like exactly what a terrified woman needs to hear from her husband in a moment of crisis. But we know the truth, don't we? We know exactly what this man has been doing behind her back. It makes me so sick to my stomach to watch him play the hero when he is the one who literally manipulated her while she was heavily drugged and vulnerable. He tricked her into signing that medical proxy, which was actually a legal trap to steal her personal shares of Newman Enterprises and put them into a trust that he completely controls. So he is standing there, holding the hand of the woman he just financially robbed, telling her he loves her. The absolute hypocrisy of this man is just staggering. It really is. I don't know how the writers expect us to watch this and not want to throw something at the TV. And here is the really heartbreaking part of all this. The spoilers are pointing to this being a massive, long-term summer storyline, which means, unfortunately, Nikki's vision is probably not going to magically return the second Doctor. Nowling takes those bandages off. She is likely going to open her eyes and still not be able to see, or maybe her vision will be super blurry and compromised. She is going to have to face a really long, grueling road of vision issues. And what does that mean? It means she is going to be forced to rely on Victor even more. So Victor gets exactly what he wants. He gets total control. He has her company shares, he has her trapped at the ranch, and now he has her completely physically dependent on him. It is a masterclass in manipulation, and it is just so dark. Sometimes I zoom out and look at the bigger pattern of how this show writes Victor, and it always comes back to control. He isolates the people he claims to love so that they have no one else to turn to but him. And Nikki is falling right into the trap because she literally has no other choice right now. It is just tragic to watch this strong, powerful matriarch be reduced to this level of helplessness. Okay, that was a lot. I need to take a breath. Because we have to pivot to the other side of town, and honestly, the whiplash I got from going from Nikki's heartbreaking hospital scene to Phyllis Summers' hotel room is just insane. So, let's talk about Phyllis and Matt Clark. Yes, you heard me right. Phyllis and Matt. I am still trying to wrap my head around this, and I just can't. So, in Wednesday's episode, we see Phyllis and Matt spending this super cozy, intimate morning together. And this is right after Nick Newman barged in and interrupted them the night before. You would think Nick showing up and losing his mind would be a wake up call for Phyllis, right? You would think she would take a step back and realize how insane this is. But no, this is Phyllis we are talking about. When someone tells her not to do something, she doubles down. So there she is, wearing this slinky little robe, pouring coffee, and doing her absolute best to tempt Matt into staying in Genoa City. She is actively trying to convince him not to leave town. She wants him to stay with her. And I am just sitting here screaming at my screen, what are you doing? What is the end game here, Phyllis? And Matt. Oh my God, do not even get me started on Matt Clark. He is sitting there, looking all comfortable, and he actually has the nerve to complain about how the rest of the GC crew is judging him. He is whining to Phyllis about how tired he is of facing all this hostility and judgment from everyone in town. Are you actually kidding me right now? Who actually believes this guy is the victim here? Let's just do a quick little recap of why people might be judging you. You literally tortured Nick Newman. You locked him in a storage room in Las Vegas. You got him hooked on fentanyl and cocaine. You beat him. You faked your own death. You kidnapped Sharon and Noah. The list of your crimes is longer than a CVS receipt. And you are sitting in a luxury hotel room sipping coffee and complaining that people are giving you dirty looks? The absolute audacity is mind-blowing. It really is. I can't stand him. I honestly can't. But Phyllis is eating it up. She is finding this bizarre, twisted connection with him. And maybe I'm being too harsh on her. I know she has been through a lot. I know she feels completely alienated from her family and from the town after all the stuff with the AI framing and Victor trying to destroy her company. She is lonely. She is desperate for an ally. And Matt is giving her attention. But still, there has to be a line, right? You don't just start dating the guy who tortured the father of your child. And she knows exactly what she is doing. She knows that Victor has threatened Matt with prison. Victor explicitly told Matt that if he steps out of line, he will bury him under a jail. So Phyllis is taking on this role of his protector. She is trying to shield her new boy toy from Victor's wrath. She wants to keep him out of prison and keep him right there in her bed. It is just so messy. It is a level of toxic that even I wasn't prepared for, and I have been covering this show for a very long time. So I have to ask you guys, because I really want to know what the fans on social media are thinking about this. Do you actually support Matt and Phyllis as a couple? Are you shipping this? Because I am seeing some people online saying they have good chemistry, and sure, the actors are doing a great job, but the history is just too dark for me to get past. How can you build a romance on this foundation? And more importantly, do you think Phyllis should listen to Nick? Because Nick was completely right to barge in there. Nick is currently spiraling. He is fighting for his sobriety every single day because of what Matt did to him. The temptation to relapse is so strong, and now he has to watch his ex-wife cozy up to the monster who ruined his life. It is pushing Nick to the absolute brink. If Nick relapses, that is going to be on Phyllis's hands just as much as Matt's. Honestly, I think Phyllis is playing a very dangerous game here. She thinks she can control Matt. She thinks she can outsmart Victor. But she is playing with fire. Matt is a psychopath who is faking amnesia to avoid prison, and Victor is a ruthless billionaire who will crush anyone who gets in his way. Phyllis is putting herself right in the middle of that crossfire just because she wants to feel wanted. It is sad, but it is also incredibly stupid. I don't know, maybe the writers have some massive plot twist planned. Maybe Phyllis is actually playing Matt to get a confession out of him to help Nick. That would be amazing, right? If she is secretly wearing a wire or something? But based on how she is acting in that robe, I don't think so. I think she is genuinely falling for his garbage. And it is just exhausting to watch her make the same mistakes over and over again. All right, I am going to wrap this up before I start rambling even more. This episode is going to be a heavy one, you guys. Between Nikki's heartbreaking medical crisis and Phyllis's absolutely toxic new romance, we are in for a wild ride this week. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Are you ready for the bandage reveal? Are you Team Phyllis and Matt or Team Nick? Let's talk about it. I need to go get more coffee and try to process all of this before tomorrow's episode. Stay strong, Y&R fans. We are going to need it.